handily. And it's one of those days we dug ourselves a hole early and without question couldn't get out of it. So, our team doesn't have a whole lot of margin for error. We cannot do that. And we did fight to the end, but was not a good day for our football team, and Wisconsin flat out beat us.
Jeff, what are your options now in the secondary at cornerback? You had two guys that didn't finish the game. How much does this off week now help you maybe reorganize back there?
Well, like always, we've got a lot of work to do, and I didn't think our secondary played good before then either, once again, so that's disappointing. So we've got to, look at it and analyze it and figure out ways maybe we can try to help them. But yeah, if we, the depth is a concern, so we've got to get whoever else is up next ready to play and, figure out a way to protect them occasionally and coach as well as we can. But yeah, we've got a lot of things to improve and fix, and a lot of new guys to maybe work with.
Can you sort of assess Aiden O'Connell's play today?
Well, it wasn't a great day for Aiden. He struggled early. We knew after last year's game, we had 3 interceptions last year and 2 fumbles lost, 5 turnovers, that we couldn't do that. This team plays a lot of zone defense with zone eyes to read the quarterback. We can get the ball out of quick occasion, but sometimes we've got to push up the field some. When we do, he's got to read the defense, and he's got to understand where the lanes are, where the defenders are, and if he can get it in, great. If not, he's got to throw it underneath or run the ball. And without question, 2 of them hit him right in the chest. So that was not great decisions, and it's unfortunate, but we've got to play better. So if there's a way we can, put them in a better position to make plays, we'll have to figure it out. But we've all got to play better. But it was not a great day for Aiden.
Just the way Devin ran against gave you a spark on the ground.
Well, we thought we had a decent plan coming in, some balance and running the ball, and unfortunately we just turned it over early and then got in a hole, and then a lot of that stuff gets thrown out of whack a little bit. But Devin always runs hard. He's been a guy we can count on. We need him, for the next game to be a big factor for us.
Where do you go from here, Jeff?
Well, we'll go where we always go. There's a lot to learn. We know we have a lot of tough teams on our schedule. This one we knew would be tough. We haven't beat them in a long time, and we know the next one against Iowa will be tough because they're very similar to this football team. So, we have to play well. We have to eliminate some key mistakes we made. We have to figure out ways to get points and be better in the secondary and stop big plays, and a lot of things to work on, but that's every week. And just like we tell our team, whether we win or lose, next week you gotta get ready to play. So there'll be a lot to learn. Iowa's a sound football team built just like this one that, if we get behind the 8 ball again, they'll crush us.
Did Wisconsin do anything to surprise you? Any surprises?
No, I think they came out and ran the ball and threw the ball on the perimeter on the outside on some one-on-one routes, and we were too far off and moved the pocket a little bit, and we leave a guy wide open in the end zone, and then we come back and throw a pass right to their chest for a touchdown, and now you're behind 14-0. And, no, they're just a sound football team. They're always well coached. The defense is very good. They know how to defend the pass. And for us to win, we've got to be able to take the other team out of what they want to do. And when you get down 21-0, it's hard to do that, and that's why we lost.
Put a lot of time into trying to fix the secondary this week. Just the disappointment of that first drive when guys were still running pretty wide open.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. So, very disappointing, and we're better than that, in my opinion. So we've got to get a lot better. The entire secondary, and figure out a way to help them. So obviously, whatever we're coaching or the plan that we have when we take the field has not worked. So we've got to get better.
How badly do you need this off week?
Well, we've been going hard for a while, and whether we won or lost, an off week will be good. We've had a lot of guys injured. Charlie didn't practice all week. I'll give him credit. He got it out and played the game. We got some other guys that are nicked up, but so does everybody else across the country. So we're not making excuses. We just got to get guys back and healthy as we can for this late push with a lot of tough games on our schedule. especially the next one. And we need everybody ready to go for our game in 2 weeks.
Silver lining is everything that you guys wanted to accomplish is still there for you, right? And is that a message you give to your team?
Well, we're not going to look at the total package of what's going to happen down the road. We've got enough work to just play like a one-game season. And this game we got beat. We put a lot of effort into it. So, it's disappointing. So we'll let it burn and fester in us. And, sit on us the off week, burn us even more, and hopefully drive us to want to improve and find a way to beat Iowa, which is, like I said, a very good football team just like this. Great defense and a running attack that you have to take them out of what they want to do if you want to win. So a lot of work for us. That's going to be every week, and we just got to try to win the next game.
The run defense for you guys has obviously been a strength at times this season. Why do you think Wisconsin was able to do such a good job against you guys on the ground, especially early on in the game?
Well, I think when we let them get a lead early on, they were able to definitely do exactly what they wanted to do. And, they're good up front, and they're physical. And, in some other games, when we've gotten a lead, it takes people out of what they want to do. So just a lot of small things matter in order to play well. And since they were in control the entire game, running what they like to run, that's a hard team to beat when you're doing that.
How much do you want it to burn your team? What happened today?
I'm sorry?
How much do you want this to burn your team as far as, the insides and understanding all that?
Well, I want it to really burn. It should burn all of us when we lose and don't play well. And that's football. That's life. And that's why this is such a great sport. You got to be able to take the wins and move forward. You got to be able to take the losses like a man and man up and face it and figure out ways to get better and understand that that's college football. And this is a great conference, and we've got to play better in order to win.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach. A lot of players in shortly.
Thank you.
All right, we got Aiden O'Connell and Devin Mockabee. Fire away with questions.
What do you see from Wisconsin today? What were they doing, Aiden? What do you feel you off your game?
They're just smart players, similar to last year. To be honest, is the very similar coverages that we saw last year, and just played a bad game. Didn't make the throws I needed to. Didn't make good decisions, and so credit to them for playing well. But yeah, not playing well today.
Did you ever feel comfortable back there?
It's when you second throw your third game is a pick six, and you go down 14-0. It's hard to feel fully comfortable. I think we had a little life. We were moving the ball, but just didn't sustain drives a lot of times because of me. So it was just not a great day of finishing for our offense, and just needing to play a lot better.
Well, the first time you guys had to play uphill like this, what's the lesson, or what do you take away from this that could potentially help you in the last month of the season?
Yeah, you want to hopefully start fast every game and not have to play from behind, and we didn't do that, so I think just being able to come out and make good decisions early and get your confidence early, I think is huge. And when you're playing from behind versus a good defense, it's hard to get big plays. It's hard to sustain drives because they can be a little more aggressive, do a couple more things that they might not have.
Talk about your third 100-yard rushing game, Devin.
Yeah. I ended up getting, 108 on the day, which is pretty good for me, but at the end of the day, the W is what I'm most worried about, so that's not my biggest concern right now.
Where did you see the openings or have your most success with?
We had a lot of success inside, just reading my gaps and making sure that I knew to just throw it up in there where I saw it, so just being confident what I was doing.
Does a game like this help you even further to show you that you belong at this level?
Yeah, because coming in this whole week, there was a big emphasis on their big run-stop defense, and it's going to be tough to gain those yards, and we're going to have to be very solid on our yak. So I just knew that I'd just be able to come in and run really hard.
What are you going to do at the off week, Aiden? Have a chance to catch your breath? It seems like it's coming at a good time.
Yeah, it was, kind of similar to last year. We lose to Minnesota and had an off week, and then come back and play Iowa last year. If I'm right, and I think, similar to this year. So it's it's not super fun to go into the bye week like this, but I hope it motivates our team. I know it motivates me to work harder and do more than I did. And you get an extra week to study your next opponent, which is a great opponent. So we're gonna, work as hard as we can, get back to it. I think, when you win, sometimes things are covered up and all is well, but when you lose, those things come to light. So I think for myself personally and our team, I think we have things we got to work out.
Anything else for these two guys?
Are you starting to see defenses start to play more against the run than the pass, with the running game doing so well the past few weeks?
Yeah, I think more than ever since I've been here, they have to respect the running game, and it's credit to Devin and the offensive line, coaches working so hard, and that definitely helps me out a lot. And so I think I need to understand that that's could be a strength of ours, and I don't have to force things maybe as much as I used to. So I think that definitely opens up our pass game more. So I got to do my job, and I know they're going to do theirs.
I guess on terms of like the interceptions, was it like an alignment, you just didn't see them going into the hook to curl zone?
Yeah, the first one, the safety made a good play on the first two of them. The first one I didn't see him. He rolled down, run the angle route out of the backfield, and just didn't see him obviously. And it hurts when he takes it for a touchdown. So you hope to tackle him and get your defense a chance. And then the second one, I saw him. He was kind of dropping and thought I could fit it in there, and obviously couldn't. So number 15 is a good player, made some good plays.
Anything else? All right, thanks guys. Defensive player in short leg. Kane, go ahead with questions when you're ready.
A couple guys go out. Secondary's kind of looking for options right now. I mean, how important is this off week now for you guys to maybe hit the reset button and kind of get back to the way where you were earlier in the year?
It's definitely important just for us to get healthy. A lot of guys are banged up. This is guys playing banged up. So just for us to get healthy and just do some self-scout, just focus on what we got to do for the next 4 games and hopefully get the outcomes that we want in the next 4 games.
What's the defense got to continue to do, Sanusi, just to improve against the pass?
We just got to make sure that we fin the pass right. Obviously, before we were running, fin the run right, so we just got to work on fin the pass right. And that's just a collective effort. Us as DBs, the coaches and all that, but we're going to get it right.
Is it a communication issue?
No, it's not. It's just getting it right. That's all it is, just fitting the pass.
I mean, how do you go about getting it right?
First, just look at the film. Look at the film. Look at what we do, what we've done to this point, and just making sure that we're in our positions when the pass is thrown. That's all it is.
Anything else for Sanusi? All right, thanks Sanusi. Thanks guys.
Thank you.